And there we go. How's it going, guys? My name is MrHurriicane, and I'm trying to stream this in high definition, so I really hope it works. That'd be really cool. But welcome to today's live stream here on Madden 25 on the PlayStation 4. This is another directly from console, the Twitch live stream. And for those of you who are wondering about the PS camera, I went to go pick one up today, and 2 stores didn't have it, so I had to order it online, and so I'll have it on Wednesday probably. But as long as the quality is good and it's not like, you know, a lot of inconsistent frame rate and buffering like that, I think I want to roll with this high definition stream. I want to try it anyway, and I guess there's no harm in trying. But I would like when I send these off to YouTube to be in a little bit higher quality, so I'm hoping that I can handle this with my still wireless connection because I have not routed a long Ethernet cord yet. Need like a 50 footer or a 75 footer to pull that off, so hopefully I can pull it off wirelessly. But we'll see how this goes. How's it going, guys? This should be good. It's good on my end, so far anyway. But yes, I am here on Madden 25 today, and I just downloaded the community file, and I'm going to show you guys what you're looking for. Now that the draft is over, it's really cool that they have this whole community file set up, because now people can make files and we can obviously download them, and EA is not updating their rosters. So there's already somebody who has, whoops, I don't want dislikes. I want to just show you guys a roster file on the PS4 that has everything we need. Oh, I got it. It does have the most dislikes, but also has the most downloads. So thank you to Tom28 Germany for already assigning rookies to the teams in here. He even did some undrafted work, and I checked the Vikings depth chart, and it was pretty spot on. I might edit a few ratings because I think some guys should be higher, of course, but he did a great job, and at least we have the players to use and just mess around with. I might play a quick game against the computer and just show you guys, like we got Teddy Bridgewater right here, and Jerick McKinnon, 3rd round pick, Anthony Barr. I need to change that, so we're starting an outside linebacker. Got Brandon Watts. Yes, every pick is on here. Antoine Exum or Anton Exum. I'll have to figure out what the proper pronunciation is soon. They just drafted him. But that should be good to go. For those of you, this usually happens on mobile streams. Like, I think mobile on Twitch doesn't work when the stream is brand new. I think you have to wait a few minutes before it's really accessible. I get this every time I stream, like not available on mobile, and then it's done after a few minutes. So I really don't know what to say. Like, I got Kane Coulter on here even, from Northwestern. So, oh, I even get to use AC Leonard. I'm actually going to take, yes, I'm sorry, I like Chase Ford, but I want to try out AC Leonard. They signed him undrafted. He's a speedy tight end, probably a little raw, but I want to try that out. I'm going to put David Yankee in at guard because I think there's a good chance he ends up starting, maybe even open the season. But I did change this depth chart around already, yes. So Barr back up, Griffin starts. We got Floyd, Joseph, and Barr at linebacker. I'm liking the way the defense is coming together. Still a couple areas I'd like to be shored up, but I'm not going to complain. Kane, have you heard the Vikings want to trade AP? Yeah, I saw some stuff today about Vikings moving on from Adrian Peterson, and I wouldn't expect them to anytime soon. He's still very important to the team, and while he is eating up a lot of cap, the Vikings for now can afford it. And if the time does come where they have to either not restructure, but him take a pay cut, which I don't know if he would do, if the Vikings have to outright cut him, there's not a major cap hit if that were the case. But obviously losing Adrian Peterson is, you know, the more important thing because he's still on top of his game. A little bit banged up last couple of years, but hopefully he's got a few good years left in him. But I want to do a play now game. The issue is, let's continue play now. Can I just go here and play a new game? Yes, delete. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. That worked exactly how I thought it should. I'm going to throw on the Vikings against the Rams quick, just for a short little, maybe 3-minute quarter game, just because that's who the Vikings play in Week 1. And I think it's going to be in St. Louis, but I'm still going to be playing it in Minnesota. Oh well. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this yet. I might have cut myself off, I'm not sure. But I don't have the PlayStation camera yet, still, but I have it ordered. I went to a couple stores today, and neither of them had it. I was stunned that people are buying the thing. But I had to order it online because it was my only option, so I'll get it on Wednesday. Does my audio, my voice sound good, by the way? I have been messing with that, like with my trial stream last week. It should be a lot better now, quality-wise, so I'm not totally overpowering the gameplay. Where is... what the? Gameplay recording pause? No, it's not. Alright. Where is Rams Connected Franchise? That's a good question. I didn't really work on many videos while the draft was going on. I was watching some players, and I was just... you know, I was so caught up in the draft stuff, I didn't do much over the weekend, and Thursday to Sunday, really, I didn't really do a whole lot. So getting back to more normal uploads this week, and I'll have Minnesota Dynasty coming tomorrow, and Rams probably on Wednesday. I'm going to be sprinkling in some more streams and getting the Let's Play content going. So that's why I'm streaming now, because I won't have the Minnesota Dynasty video done today. Still working on the editing, so tomorrow you can definitely expect that. Let me slap on the record here so I can get my thumbnail later on. Are updated rosters on the old Xbox 360? No, I would bet they are. Give it a look. The community rosters, if they're already on PS4, I'm guessing they're on other consoles as well, because I'm assuming most Madden gamers aren't on the next gen, so I bet there's a good chance that there are options for you on every console. I would like to assume that. Can you change the video quality somehow? Well, is it actually bad on your guys' end? That's what I'm wondering. Just show me the video preview. I guess I'll have to take a look when it's done, but I think if you click on the tool or something, you can change the quality yourself. I tried the best quality possible on here, just to see if I could handle it. Yeah, and someone mentioned I should have played against the Browns. That would have been a good idea, just to play against Johnny for a short bit. I just picked the Rams because it's the Vikings' first opponent this season. There's our guy right there, Teddy Bridgewater. Wait a minute, who's that guy? Why is Antoine Exum coming to the huddle? Exum, you are a defensive back. Go back to the sideline, please. So look at this, guys. We got Teddy Bridgewater, Kyle Rudolph, Cordero Patterson, Adrian Peterson, Jerome Simpson, and Greg Jennings. I like this offense. I still didn't even have Castle as the starter. I'm looking forward to the era of Teddy Bridgewater. I do like the draft pick of Teddy. Of course, I was campaigning for Johnny Manziel, but I'm more than happy with Teddy. Thank you, Hazelnut, for the tip there on the. If it's lagging, just click on the video tab, or click on the video and go to the quality tab and lower the quality. If it's not running smooth for you, I am trying to do this on pretty high quality. Look at Teddy sling it to Cordero. Hopefully, I'm saying that quite a bit in the future, and hopefully, it actually is ending up in Cordero's hands. But you know, Teddy only threw 4 picks last year. I believe it was a 31-4. He's very accurate, makes good decisions. So I do like Teddy. I don't like this pocket not being open. There is Robert Quinn. Maybe we'll see some Michael Sam in here. Aaron Donald's obviously there, so this front four is just so scary. I like the way the Rams have been drafting since that RG3 trade. They've done a really nice job. I'm not sure when their GM took over. It may have been around the RG3 trade time. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure when Les Snead became their GM, but he's done a really good job. Oh, wow, I didn't even notice that. Bridgewater is spelled wrong. Wow, I guess, you know, you got to make a couple changes, but at least people are making these files for us to use. That's still cool. Oh, there it is. Cordero on the catch. Come on, man. You're not going to give me the first down? Oops, I am not punting that. Can we get some Taj body action later? Maybe I'll just mess around with some teams on here. Maybe I won't play online today. What I'd like to do is set up the MrHurriicane community, and then when I stream on here, play against you guys, and not the random folk on the internet. I just like to play against my subs who are always wanting a chance to play with, or usually against me, actually. It's Madden, obviously. So, yeah, I think I'll play with a couple different teams. Maybe I'll play with the Browns next. We'll get some Johnny in there. It would be nice to maybe get the back of Teddy's shirt here, but that's spelt wrong, so I'm not going to go with that. We got the gloves on, though. I like it. Teddy Bridgewater, the Viking. Play MLB 14. I will be playing some this week. I've actually been having a lot of fun with it. Like, during the draft and before it, like, I was not focused at all. So I was just playing games, talking to people, and I played a lot of Road to the Show. So I still have that itch to play MLB this week. Get in some Diamond Dynasty, maybe some Road to the Show. We'll see if I can get a new series going with Diamond Dynasty, perhaps, because I don't know how much longer I'll play Mutt, and it would be fun to just try. Kane, what's your community name? I don't have one on the PS4 yet. I haven't made it. I will today. And then I'll tweet out basically how to get in it if you're on the PlayStation 4. Hopefully there's a good bit of people who can join it so that whenever I want to stream, there's always someone there. Like whenever I'm on PS3, not a problem. Yeah, come on, Adrian. I want to kind of try out Jerick McKinnon. This is the guy who the Vikings took maybe a little bit higher than some thought he would go. Because the Vikings didn't have a 4th-round pick, so they had to take him while they could. He is from Georgia Southern, and he played, I believe he played running back and quarterback in their option offense, and he helped them beat Florida when they only passed it like 3 times this past college football season. He's got really good speed. He tore apart the combine. Like, he might have been one of the best guys at the combine. I think for running backs, he was a top 5 competitor, or top 3 in 5 different drills. He had like a 4.4 140, a 40.5-inch vert. Jerick McKinnon is 5'9", 209, I believe, and he bench pressed 32 reps of 225, which is most among any running back by 6. They don't have his speed really super high on here. It's a 90 or 91. That's Jerick McKinnon. That's who the Vikings want to emulate Darren Sproles and Norv Turner's offense. My guess, anyway. They took him in the 3rd round, so I expect him to play quite a bit. Come on, Teddy, we gotta be smart. I could have hit McKinnon, too. How did you get Bridgewater? If you haven't seen it already, I just went to the community files and I downloaded the roster that had all the players already assigned. So I was lucky enough for someone to have already done that. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, Shane Scove. That was a guy who really surprised me going undrafted. Like, I know he's not fast, and maybe he's only a 2-down linebacker in the NFL, but I think there were still some injury concerns with him, and that's why he didn't get drafted. Otherwise, he's certainly good enough, I believe, to play in the NFL, and I watched a few games of him before the draft. I didn't want him that bad just because I thought he was a 2-down linebacker. But I think that maybe a 3-4 inside linebacker would be a really good fit for him. And I believe, where did Scove end up going? Was that like San Fran or something? I can't remember. Alright, 2nd and 1. What do you got, Sammy Bradford? Usually it's me throwing with you, and now the tables have turned a bit. Give me Harrison Smith. Oh, wow, they got like Tavon at tight end or something. This is weird. Hey, Derek Cox almost gets the interception. Yeah, it was the Niners, like I had guessed. The Niners have been drafting well. I was very surprised they did not trade up like I had expected. They were a team that I thought just simply had too many picks. But they still took a ton of guys. Some very good value picks. Like the Bruce Ellington pick. And I'm drawing a blank on their other ones right now. Carlos Hyde one kind of surprised me. Just because I have expected a lot out of Lattimore after his ACL injury. And I'm not sure this is a sign of whether or not Lattimore's coming along as they had hoped. Or if they thought that Hyde was too good of a value. I'd still like to see Lattimore get some playing time this year. Oh, Xavier, you gotta get that interception, man. The Bears drafted punter Pat O'Donnell. He's a punter, bench 225 23 times, and maxed out at 370. He's a monster. Well, hopefully he can tackle actually, no, he's a punter. Cordero only does kicks, so hopefully he can handle Marcus Sherrills, Jerick McKinnon, whoever it is. Actually, hopefully he can't. Oh, come on! Audie Cole, you're just gonna grab the face mask like that? Come on, man.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Oh my goodness, that was a dumb penalty, Audie.
First down.
Aaron Hill is a Ram? Oh, really? I forgot all about him. I know Hagman went to the Texans in the the Falcons in the second. My bad. And then Brock Vereen to the Bears in the fourth. I forgot about Aaron Hill. That was another senior to watch out for. So he must have got undrafted to them. I'm not sure if any other Gophers made it to a team. Second down and goal. I got Anthony Barr right here. Zach Stacy in the backfield. Oh, it's a pitch to the outside, and no one's home. And the Rams, like me, went out and got Trey Mason. I want to edit something quick. I'm just going to go to my settings. Hopefully I can do it from here. Just messing with sound settings right now. Let's see. I'm going to lower this a little bit. Actually, all the way. I hate how they lumped everything into one slider there. I try to keep all the music silent. But I would still like the other stuff. AC Leonard on the return. Not exactly how I planned to use him, but okay. Damn, they really nailed Jeff Fisher. That's a perfect model. Alright, first down and 10. That wasn't going to happen. Man, this front four. This Rams team, they are going to be good. I'm not sure they're going to be inside that vaunted NFC West, but when the teams out of the division have to play against them, that's going to suck. That's a very young and talented defense. That's part of why I took them in my franchise, because they had so many young pieces to work with. Plus, I get those 2 first-round picks. Ah, I'm out of bounds with McKinnon. All right, Teddy. I'm going to show off your magic. All right, Bridgewater. We're going to go to the end zone. And Teddy heaving it deep, and it's caught! Oh, baby! Touchdown, Jerome Simpson. That Teddy Bridgewater magic. Damn. Wow. That was pretty cool. Hopefully I get to watch that quite a bit. Teddy Bridgewater, Jerome Simpson. This is a really good angle. One of my gripes about the PS3 version is crappy replay angles. That's pretty spot on, though. You know I'm going to watch it again. It's my guy Teddy now. With the gloves and everything. Chris Long makes them pay the price. I wish teams played better Hail Mary defense in Madden. Like, you got one dude here. I mean, just look at what they're playing. They're playing a cover 2 zone. Or maybe it is cover 3. Nonetheless, really dumb defense to run there. You got a 3-on-1. Especially in a trips formation. The defense should audible in that situation. You don't want one guy in a deep third covering 3 guys. Your best case scenario there is one of them runs a post to the inside so you don't have 3-on-1. I wish... do defenses, like... Does the AI even audible on defense on here? Because I think they just pick a play based on your formation and they don't really... Well, they don't do it based on formation, I believe. I think they do it based on personnel. So, they're not considering 3 wide on one side. They're considering 3 receivers in total, which is an issue with the AI if it is set up that way. So, for those of you who are having issues with lagging, by the way, that Robinson hair is really bad. For those of you having issues with lag... see if you can lower the quality, because I am trying to stream in the best quality the PS4 can. It's a little experiment. I'm not getting a ton of lag comments, so I think for the most part it is working well, but for those that don't have it working well, you may have to lower the quality. Alright, Anthony Barr. I've been asking for speedy linebackers for years, and I wasn't excited when the Vikings got you. But I'm cool with the pick now. I do kind of like it. The thing there is, if the Vikings didn't take Anthony Barr, who were they going to take at any point during the draft? They needed an outside linebacker that fits Zim's scheme. Anthony Barr provides that pass rushing ability, and he's a dynamic athlete, obviously. So if you don't take Anthony Barr, and you obviously can't get Shazier because he was gonna go shortly thereafter. So I'm not sure what else you were gonna do for a 4-3 outside linebacker. There aren't a lot of 4-3 outside linebackers anymore. Sometimes you get the inside linebackers that can play outside, and then you get the pass rushers, which I thought that's what Anthony Barr would be because he's so raw. But, you know, maybe him being raw means that he can mold into a 4-3 outside and a situational pass rusher. Yeah, if they didn't take a linebacker at 9, though, I'm not sure when they could have taken one that they could have gotten immediate impact for. And I got Rhodes going down the sideline, and Sam Bradford just caught me. Why? That's not okay. That is not okay. Alright, can I score another touchdown with Teddy? Touchdown, Teddy! Jerome Simpson! Yeah, fix the corner routes, by the way, please. They're money. That's my guy, though. Touchdown, Teddy. And there's the blank stare from Leslie Frazier. That's part of why we got Zimmer in here. I want someone to show some emotion and to get the team excited. Look at that misspelled jersey. Touchdown, Teddy. Alright, it's Trey Mason on the return. And down he goes. Everyone is optimistic this time of year. That's so true. And I'm optimistic too, so that definitely fits your rule. Hey, what are you doing there? You're not supposed to make decisions that fast, Sammy. As reserved for the elite quarterbacks. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section. Who do you think was the best value of the entire draft? Like, what pick provided the most value? Maybe a guy who fell out of the first and went in the second. Like, is Marquise Lee one of the best values? Definitely one of the best. I think the Vikings got a couple really good values, and that's not me being completely biased. Only partially, because I'm a Vikings fan, but I thought the Vikings' best value picks were Scott Crichton in the 3rd and David Yankee in the 5th. And Jamarcus Sanford, come on, pick that pass. Paul Richardson and Kevin Norwood, yeah, those were good picks. I like Richardson as a complimentary deep threat. And Kevin Norwood, I don't know a ton about him, but I think I've watched a couple games. I know I've seen him play a couple times, maybe not specifically him. Maybe I was watching A.J. McCarron or just Alabama play. But he seems like a pretty good possession receiver. Clean enough pocket for you, Sam Bradford? Oh, Captain Munnerlin's going to put Kenny Britt down. Healy was what? That was 2nd round to the Panthers, which was around 60, I think. Pick 60. Gordon got suspended. I have not seen the official word on that, so I'm assuming on Twitter I could find it. Stephon Tuitt, a great pick in the 2nd, should have gone in the 1st. Yeah, I was really surprised. Like, I usually don't know a lot about those 5 techniques. Like, the Vikings run a 4-3 defense and always have, basically. I don't know if they did back in the day, to be honest. I think they've always ran a 4-man front, but I don't know much about 5-tech defensive ends. The 3-4 outside, just because, you know, it's not what the Vikings usually look for. But I did know that Tuitt was regarded as one of the best defensive linemen, so I did not think he'd make it out of the 1st. Is Chris the Dog pissed that you're streaming right now? He might be. Oh well, he'll get over it. No, I'm pretty good friends with Mr. Chris the Dog, so I'm going to give him a ton of crap whenever I can. So they got Austin underneath trying to drive, and he'll be down after picking up about 9, so 4th and 7. Okay, we have Anthony Barr on the pass rush. Why'd you run into the blocker, Anthony? Yeah, you can still put a 5-tech in a 4-3, just like how the Falcons are likely putting Rashid Hagman at probably a 5-tech. But I'm not really sure a lot about that process from getting a guy from a 3-4 to a 4-3 or vice versa. So I usually don't look at them a whole lot. I've run for 10 yards in this game. It's been all touchdown Teddy. Uh-oh. And Adrian's decided that he's come to play. Kane, why are there rumors about AP and his future with the Vikes? Because his contract could become an issue, and reporters this time of year need something to talk about because there's a lot of dead air to fill. That's why. I think that this whole conversation is rooted more in looking at salary cap figures and Adrian's contract than words anybody with the Vikings organization has said. Like, I could look at the contract. I know it's going to, maybe there's going to be a crossroads at some point where the Vikings say, we can no longer pay AP this amount of money. There comes a point when it's no longer, you know, acceptable, I guess. So, it's not really, that's just analyzing, really. That's not taking anybody's words. You don't need anybody's words to come to that conclusion. It's just common sense. We see what happens in the football business side of things, and we can just look at situations and basically say, okay, well, this team's got a couple guys who are getting up in age and they're going to have high cap numbers. That's why we're able to easily project cap casualties. We can look at players and say, that guy is clearly not worth $7 million. That guy is clearly not worth keeping on the roster for that amount of money. So that's really all it is. And the difference is that Adrian's a star player and not an older player who's declining at a high rate.
Let's go.
Alright, let's move on to the next matchup. I think I'm going to go... What do you guys want to see? I'm going to be the Browns, and who should I go against? Or maybe I'll play against Johnny. We'll just see what he does in the game.
Get ready. Brad, 38.
Titans, Eagles, Jags, Giants, Jets, Packers. Uh-oh, we got touchdown Teddy for a first down. A little bit opposite there at the touchdown interceptions there, huh, Sammy? It is cool that they have these community rosters so we can do things like this. Hey, Teddy's got the arm strength, though, and he almost got to Greg Jennings. Not bad. Can't really complain about that one. I'll take it. Patriots with Jimmy Garoppolo as starter. Johnny Football versus Taj Body. I feel like I have to explain every time I say Taj Body. That whole thing is because there was a named roster I had in NCAA this year that had his name spelled wrong. And it was Taj Body. And I kind of liked it more, so it stuck. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can find anything about this, I'm gonna see if I can find anything with this Josh Gordon. Oh, hey, Anthony Barr did tweet at me. They weren't lying. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he said he's in California now until minicamp, and he's gonna hit the beach one more time. I told him to hit the beach in Minnesota, even though it's 50 degrees here and the beach is on a lake. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, we on to the next matchup. We're going to play... I'd love to play as the Vikings again, but I'll be switching it up. We're going to go Cleveland. And let's see. Browns versus Jaguars in snow in Jacksonville. Okay, he wants it to be snowing in Jacksonville. I'm going to do the Browns and the Jaguars. I'll put it in the snow, but in Cleveland. We're going to have Johnny Football in Cleveland. Hopefully I forget where to edit that. Hopefully it's the next screen. Thank you. I always forget. I don't know why. Can it snow? Like if I change this to Jaguars, is that even an option? Oh hey. Screw it. We're gonna try it. The Jags have totally revitalized their offense. Don't forget they stole Allen Robinson. Him, Lee, and Cecil Shorts are a nice young corp. Not to mention Ace Sanders and Dennard or Denard. Oh, Denard Robinson, obviously. But, yeah, that is a good point. And after the Jaguars took Blake Bortles and kind of surprised me at number 3, I figured, okay, now is the time. Go get some talent. I don't care what your needs are. because I know you got to get somebody to throw the ball to. It does not matter if you got Cecil Shorts and 8 Sanders out wide. They're probably not enough. And so I think they made the right moves. I kind of was hoping they'd go after a guy like Jordan Matthews, but they ended up with a steal in Marquise Lee in the second, I believe. I read that a lot of people had him off their boards because of the knee. So to get him and Allen Robinson in the second, I thought was a really good duo, good move to get both of them. And cool, we got snow in Jacksonville. Deal with it. This is cool. And okay, people are telling me that Stedman Bailey is suspended for 4 games. That really sucks. I'm assuming... I don't know. I'll have to look. Apparently I have missed a few things. Okay, I see the article here. Stedman Bailey suspended for 4 games. Performance-enhancing drugs. Damn. Oh wow, look at Fozzie Whitaker doing work. Uh-oh, Johnny Football, and his name is spelt right, and it kind of looks like him. And why do they always cut to a linebacker? I don't care about Barkevius Mingo right now. He was drafted last year and he plays defense. I'm worried about the Browns' offense. All right, Johnny, Tate, Terrence West, Gordon, Burleson. I'll keep Gordon in for now, I guess. Really surprised they didn't go get anybody. Taba Rubin. Defense should be relatively the same except for Justin Gilbert. And there he is. 97 speed, too. A little bit higher than I would have put it, but he does have good speed. And here is Blake Bortles. Or Blake Bortles, whatever you prefer. And he gets Toby Gerhart. Well, they're 3 and 4. I guess that's okay. Looking at the defense, too. It's getting better. Still a lot of work to do, though. Alright, let's play, Johnny. This is a community roster, by the way. So first play is going to be going to Terrence West here in snowy Jacksonville, where we're the home team. Our fans have invaded Jacksonville where it's snowing. Oh well. I should go into instant replay mode and analyze the next gen snow. Take Blackman out. Yeah, is he like actually suspended now, or is there something official? Hey, Johnny, going long and incomplete. I thought I was gonna get picked off. Alright, we got Johnny Football. I just ran 4 verticals. I haven't called that play in a very long time. I still call hot routes. Alright, Johnny. This is how Johnny plays now. We gotta play the Johnny way. Shoot. They're a little bit faster here in the NFL. No, but Johnny's got an arm. So, I have no doubt he can make plays from the pocket. That game against Duke is so much fun to watch. I've watched it like 3 or 4 times this season, this off season. He is cut up. Here comes Bortles. Do we know what number he's going to be yet? Alright, Bortles, what do you got? Oh, look at him. On the run, and Bortles is sacked. By Taba Rubin. That's pissing Gus Bradley off. Now we got Marquise Lee on the field. No Allen Robinson yet. Oh, they go with Toby Gerhart. Not bad. Kobe's fresh, though. He's been in the league for 4 years, but he has not carried the ball much. Alright, we have one down lineman. I like to run these 1-5-5s quite a bit. And Bortles hooks up with Cecil Shorts. Gordon suspended and Burleson broke an arm. Yeah, I heard he broke his arm, but should be back by camp. But still, that's a guy in his 30s now. Is that the same arm as the pizza incident? Nice try, Toby. How do you think the Chargers did? Now, I don't have everybody's draft in front of me. I can have everybody's draft in front of me. I didn't really see a ton of teams that I thought drafted poorly, though. Well, easy to say now because no one's played yet. All we have to base on it is projections and rankings. So I really don't want to grade drafts too much. Actually, one of the Vikings blogs that I follow, they had a, the way it should be done. They graded the 2010 draft. Or was the 2011 draft? I forget. Grade the draft 3 years after it's over. That's what we're told to do, really. That's what we're told is fair. Jordan Todman, not bad. Is Bortles in Rams franchise? Yeah, I think he's backing up Jake Locker right now, who is on the Raiders. Like, the rosters in my franchise are completely screwed up compared to real life. Bortles is in there. So is Johnny. So is Teddy. Hey, Justin Blackman to the 2, and an injury. No, not Joe Hayden. Not Joe Hayden. How am I going to pick off Blake Bortles? I guess I'll be relying on Justin Gilbert and Buster Screen. Second down and goal. Ooh, Bortles is going to pass for it. He's got his fullback, and he broke a tackle to get into the end zone. Okay, then. So now, I saw a lot of people question the Taylor Lewan pick, not because of it being a reach, but because it wasn't necessarily a need. Has there been any word about whether or not Taylor Lewan will play guard before bouncing out the tackle? Because I believe Greg Robinson is doing just that. Stay in the game, Joe Hayden. Eat your frozen Gatorade. I also do like the Bishop Sankey pick. I was wondering for a while who was going to get a tight end, and I remember that the Titans really don't have much on the roster right now for a back. Now that Chris Johnson's in New York. Yes, the wide receiver screen to Nate Burleson. Why not? They're playing off. Oh no. If it's his arm, if it is the pizza arm, Burleson is down. Okay then. When Madden is realistic, sometimes it does scare the hell out of me. Hawkins. Yeah, he's little, but you gotta give him his name out there. It didn't show up for a while. Alright. Let's hit Hawkins. Good try. He's got some fight. I want to see what happened with Nate Burleson. If he broke his arm, I'm going to lose it. No, can they have Andy Levitri and Chance Warmack at the guard? Yep. Lewan will back up Michael Ruse for this season and then take over next year. That makes sense. So, just like how the Patriots drafted their backup quarterback in the second, it's not bad to get Lewan there when you know you got a veteran and a great value staring at you there with Taylor Lewan. So I don't have a problem with that at all. I mean, Anthony Barr was off the board, so I'm not sure what else you wanted them to do. Maybe go for a D-back or... Actually, no. I did see quite a few D-backs mocked to them throughout the year, and that's almost picked. But they actually have, you know, a decent amount of money tied up. It's a broken thumb, not an arm. Okay. It's not the arm, guys. It's the thumb. But obviously, Jason McCourty, Michael Griffin, and... Now the guys pass. I just had it in my head too. I had this whole thing was in my head, and now it's gone. Jason McCourty, Michael Griffin, and not Alteron Werner, obviously, but there's somebody else that I'm forgetting right now. So it's not like they got nothing. And they do have some money tied up back there. Hey, it's Greg Little, and he caught it. Jason McCourty, Michael Griffin, and Bernard Pollard. That's it. Thank you. Bernard Pollard. There we go. Take a chance. It's not a real game. Oh, well. Yes, and Bleedy Ray Wilson, too. I believe he's out of UConn. He was taken last year. That's why you can only look so far into mock drafts, because not everybody has a good grasp of everybody's roster. Took a chance. It's an exhibition game. I wanted to pull it off. Hey, he ain't down yet. Patriots should get J-Mac from the Titans and reunite him with D-Mac. Yeah, the McCourty brothers. They are brothers, right? I wonder if it's possible to nano blitz and sack a player while he's trying to kneel. Like, it's got to be super fast. Did you hear that Chris Davis signed with the Chargers? Yeah, I did see that. Oh yeah, they are twin brothers. I think I've heard that before. But no, the Titans also got Zach Mettenberger, so I want to see... You know, they were talking yesterday on NFL Network about which quarterbacks that were drafted have the most likely chances to play this year, and Mettenberger was one of the guys they talked about because of Jake Locker's durability issues, so you always got to look at that. But Locker was playing well last year before he went down. He was playing better than Ponder in 2012 when Ponder was playing his better football. Or he was probably playing better. I guess I didn't look at it that close, but Locker was looking like he might stick around for a while. But not so good to the point where you're not worried at all about his injuries and you look past that to get him long term. Not quite to that point. I almost got him with Christian Kirksey. Almost twice. Look at Bortles. I love my Bucks draft, but didn't understand them taking Sims in the third. Yeah, neither did I. Because, like you said, they have Mike James, Doug Martin, and Bobby Rainey who came in last year. And running backs are a dime a dozen, so when you have a dozen, why do you need another one?
Hey, man. Get ready.
Especially in the third round. I mean, there would have been guys there in the fourth. That probably means they had a very high grade on Sims. Obviously. I don't think it was so much that running back was a priority. Probably more that they just thought Sims was a really good player. I'm not sure if Doug Martin getting hurt last year has them all concerned. But it does leave you scratching your head. At least here in May. Hey, almost got him. Oh, really screwed that up. Really nice tackle downfield by Justin Blackman. I gotta look at the replay. Was that a tackle or was that a block? I'm not sure what to classify it as. I wasn't really looking that closely at it. So what do we got over here? What's the matchup? We got Justin Blackman and Justin Gilbert. So we got the double Justin, and we got Blackman over here. Damn! Justin Blackman's like, hey, rookie. Down you go. That's one hell of a block. Not bad. First down and goal. And it's Toby for a couple. This guy actually has a good question. He says, everybody, who was your team's favorite pick and why? Mine's HaHa Clinton Dix because the Packers needed a safety since Woodson left. As a Vikings fan, my favorite pick personally... It's hard because once again, quarterback is so overpowering, and I did like Teddy Bridgewater, so I'm happy they got him. So let me disregard the Teddy pick because that is like my favorite one. Otherwise, I'm gonna say there's a lot of potentially good ones here. As a Vikings fan. I might go David Yankee as one of my favorites. Because I think he could be a starting guard. They got him in the 5th round. And if they can plug him in, I'm not sure if they could do it, his first year or anything. But the Vikings already had 4/5 of a solid offensive line. You throw in Yankee and you have no question marks if he's solid. I really like the Teddy pick. I really like the Crichton pick. I'm starting to really like the Barr pick. Just because I'm not sure what all Zimmer plans on doing with Barr, but I know that a coach like him will utilize Barr in a lot of different ways. You won't hear me saying anything bad about the Barr pick if he can chase down Aaron Rodgers and sack him. Because I'm sick and tired of the Vikings defensive line chasing quarterbacks out of the pocket and allowing them to run for the first down, or in the case of Scott Tolzien, evade the rush, spin out LaTroy Guion, and dive into the end zone. That was absolutely sickening. All for the pick. I try to get players in my franchise and my dynasty. That's what the Vikings are trying to do. On defense. Which my philosophy and mine is basically speedy linebackers, cornerbacks with size.
Let's go.
And so, I'm a little bit past the days of looking for the 260-pound downhill run-stuffing linebacker. I'm a little bit past that. I want the guy who runs a 4.5 and won't allow you to get to the edge. Damn. So Derek Marks puts me down. We're at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Okay, is that too far? Probably intercepted. I'm trying to make some guys make some plays. It's just not working.
Let's go.
Yes, I was not very happy at first with the Barr pick at 9. Partially because I wanted Johnny, and if it wasn't Johnny, I wanted Kyle Fuller. But after, you know, looking at it more and seeing all the things that Barr can do, I'm kind of excited to see how he fits in with the defense. Because he is a very opposite player from what the Vikings typically go after. He is not typical. I figured he would go to a team that runs a 3-4 and he would be a pass rusher. But now he's going to be a 4-3 outside backer who does a little bit of everything. I just hope he can do it. Yeah, Kyle Fuller has a happy home. No, I know that. I know. I get to see him twice a year. He's a freaking bear now. I don't like when a player I'm really high on gets drafted to a team that the Vikings got to face multiple times a year. Come on, Bortles. Carlos Dansby's going to knock your head off if you take any longer. Uh-oh, Bortles sacked. Yeah, I've seen that Philip Nelson stuff now. Apparently he is being charged with assault. So that's not good. I am not exactly sure what went down, but he's in trouble. How about Aberderis, the Green Bay? Oh, I hated that pick too. Because I think Aberderis is really good. The Packers got him in like the 6th. I'm going to send everybody deep and try to run with Johnny. Man, they got the pursuit like crazy. Where's the offensive line here? All right, Johnny. And caught by Andrew Hawkins. We're not over yet. If I can get the onside kick and a touchdown after that, then we're in business. Why is Manziel playing? This is not like an update from EA. This is just the community rosters that are on the community file share. And so I downloaded them and I'm playing with the rookies. Alright, Cundiff. Oh, come on. It was a pretty decent kick, but they always get it. They always get it.
Let's go.
Alright, Bortles. Oh, not going to happen. Alright. Maybe I'll do one more. Is there anybody else you guys would like to see today? Can I get some suggestions? Titans. People want to see the Titans? We're talking about the Titans a good bit. Falcons, Texans, Panthers, Oakland, Giants, Bucks, Jets, Steelers. I'm going to make someone... I'm not making very many people happy no matter what team I pick. Because I can only pick one team. Dallas. I can only pick one, guys. Arizona and Seattle. The Patriots, the 49ers. Saints. I think I'll try out the Saints. Who do I want to play with? Maybe I'll pick the Titans and use Mettenberger and Sankey. Because I like the elements, this time we're playing in the rain. Do you think the Chargers... Hey, I was reading that. Should start Jarrett Johnson or Jeremiah Tachu or Melvin Ingram? Well, you can never have too many pass rushers, and 3 is definitely not what people should perceive as too many. You want to have at least 3 guys, although Jarrett Johnson is not much... I never thought he was a great pass rusher, but he's still great at containing the run. I did like the Itachu pick because, although the Vikings don't run a 3-4, there were a couple 3-4 guys that I did watch. And one of them was Jeremiah Itachu from Georgia Tech. And I liked him a lot. So, I was looking to see what 3-4 team was going to scoop him up. It just so happened to be the San Diego Chargers. But no, I would expect them to play Ingram and Johnson, and then Itachu coming off the bench. Alright. You think the Jets getting Jay Samara with the 49th pick is a steal? I don't know if I call it a steal. Oh, they got Stanley Jean-Baptiste. Who is this? Returning. I think I'll play Locker for half the game and maybe Mettenberger for the other half. Looking at this defense, I like it more than I thought I did. Because I forgot they got Wesley Woodyard, who I like a lot. I don't think they're bad in the secondary at all. Obviously, some guys we haven't seen play a ton. Come on, Drew! Man, he has no idea what to do. We have him flustered back there. Yeah, Sean Phillips is hiding here somewhere. Alright, I got Woodyard here on Thomas. And Drew, oh come on, he gets Brandon Cooks, but not the first down. Well, I like the 3 and out, and there's Sean Phillips. He's fresh to rush the punt. Oh, I'm taking it from the 5 with Dexter. McCluster on the return. Feels pretty fast. Come on, Dexter. Nope. To the 18. Here comes Jake Locker. And Sankey is there. I have to do no work there. Perfect.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
And we'll stretch it out. Sankey to the outside. Let's lower the shoulder area. Couldn't get it down. And there's Champ Bailey, too. I just want to take a look at the depth chart. Sankey, Sean Green, and Jackie Battle. Justin Hunter. Alright. See, I think I'll play the first half with Locker and the second with Mettenberger. I like to roll out with Jake Locker. I'm used to my ultimate team quarterback here. Which, by the way, if you're looking for Ultimate Team, I'll probably get back with some this week. I'll have my PlayStation camera coming here. Should be here on Wednesday. So, we'll be doing some Ultimate Team like we usually do, but on the PS4 instead. And I was hoping to get Jackie Battle, and that didn't happen. So 2 exciting 3-and-outs. So it's Travaris Cadet with the 45. Although I know Saints fans like their guy Kiri Robinson. Alright, Bree's second possession. And this time he gets, no, not a first down to Kenny Stills. Kane, you forgot about Dwight Freeney. Hey, I definitely did. On the Chargers. So they do have plenty of pass rushing depth. Hey, I'll take that. Derek Morgan coming off the edge. And then what do we have? I think in 2 weeks we have Watch Dogs coming out, so I'll definitely be doing some streaming of that. Probably some videos as well on the Let's Play channel. I think there's a campaign and stuff in there. There definitely is. That's what the trailer basically was, showing a mission. But I've been looking forward to it. Hype has died down a ton. Just hoping it can match the hype from this time last year, before it was delayed. Oh, come on, we blitz and still can't get pressure? Yes, I think Walking Dead is like tomorrow, actually. So I need to confirm that and plan to do that tomorrow. Alright, I gotta worry about Jimmy over here. No curl. Oh, he fell down and Drew Brees is behind him. The rain is playing a large factor here today. But now it's 3rd down. Alright, give me Zach Brown. Uh-oh, whoa, Jimmy Graham, was he lined up in the backfield or something? That's a problem. What do you think about Sammy Watkins? Well, it didn't surprise me that a team like the Bills would trade up to get him. But they did pay a pretty hefty price. A future first-round pick to get him. One sec, guys. My headset turned off. I think it, battery's running dry, so I need to plug it in quick. Yeah, that was weird. The headset just turned off on me while I was talking about Sammy Watkins. Well, they did pay a steep price to get him, like I said. 2 first-round picks, 1 in the future. And then they traded away Stevie Johnson. There's no doubt there's some offensive firepower there. Like, they drafted well last year. Which is why this pick can, well, which is why this trade can happen. Because they have the depth already with Robert Woods and Marquise Goodwin. And they had Stevie Johnson, but now he's in San Francisco. And then you obviously have C.J. Spiller. And if you want to give E.J. Manuel a chance to succeed, give him that firepower. I'm picked off by Jarius Byrd. Gotta run my play action. You know how it is with Jake. Bad idea. I've been forcing a lot of passes, hoping guys would make plays. Not so much in the Vikings game. I wanted Teddy to look good. Timmy Jake Lucker Romo. We're bringing that back, huh? Timmy Romo? I don't think so. I don't like this clean pocket. And no, these games aren't online. I'm just messing around in exhibition games with the updated rosters because the rookies are on here, so you can download them on the community files. And there's one guy right there. It's Brandon Cooks. Just wanted to come on and talk a little bit of draft now that it's over. And maybe give you guys my plans for the week, video-wise. I believe a new Walking Dead episode comes out tomorrow, so obviously I gotta remember what happened in the second episode. But I do plan, if it comes out tomorrow, to stream it tomorrow, as long as it's out at a reasonable time. Hey, I got outside with Lamar Washington. Not outside enough. Well, I just got buried by the place kicker, though. I think it was Thomas Morstead on the tackle. That was pretty good.
Let's go.
Well, I guess I'm not running the ball with Sankey.
Get ready.
By the way, I can't remember if I called Leon Washington Lamar Washington or not. Maybe I called him the name of the player in my Minnesota dynasty. I really don't know. Oh well.
Get ready.
Got my cluster over here too. KC drafted his replacement pretty high. What was that, third or fourth, the Anthony Thomas? Managed to go 3 and out really fast. Hope I'm not getting sick. Alright, let's get to the second half. Maybe I'll play one more series with Locker and then put in Zach Mettenberger to see how far he can throw it. There we go, Mark Ingram. I don't think so. I forgot where did Cody Latimer went to. He went to the Denver Broncos. That was a good pick. So I'll do one more series with Jake. And after the buzz started building for Cody Latimer, I did start watching him, and I did really like him. Really good hands. Thought he was a solid route runner. Probably a number 2.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
All right, we got Sankey out in the flats and not breaking Champ Bailey's tackle. 2 of 8. Wow. I think I need to do some stat padding here before I take Jake out. That's 6 yards, yeah. Here, I'm going to get a lot more than 6 on this play, though. Uh-oh. Oh, Nate Washington. I thought he was going to start going beast mode. That was a pretty cool play. Now let's go Sankey from the shotgun. I'll take it.
Let's go. That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none. They don't want none of this.
With my headset on, I really notice a lot more of the chatter from the players on here. Like, I played a game of Road to the Show before this, and you hear so many people just talking when you're at bat or on base. Uh-oh. Sankey! And, of course, Curtis Lofton with the ankle tackle.
Get ready.
Alright, I'm getting my groove back in this game now. I'm trying to put this team in a position to win. Right before I throw a pick, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Locker! Got Nate Washington! Hurry it up, Nate! Oh, we got an injury? Who is it? Is it Jake? Is it Jake Locker? Yes it is! So I guess I don't have to put in Mettenberger myself. He's already in. Look, it's Zach Mettenberger. And touchdown to Laney Walker. Okay then. The game knew I was going to put in Zach anyway. They were just saving me the time. And there's the blank stare from Munchak. We're going to keep Mettenberger in. Damn. There's a nice solid film of rain there. I know this is off topic, but what do you think about the Kane and Daniel Bryan feud? I'm not that interested in it, and I guess I can't really remember all the things with this storyline because I haven't been watching as closely the past few weeks. But it doesn't interest me that much because I think it's just kind of weird to see him feuding with Kane. I mean, Kane is a good character and he can still work, but I don't know, it just doesn't interest me that much. Oh, I thought he was going to go outside. Better vision than I thought. Alright, hopefully I can get the ball back, though, and maybe tie it up with Mettenberger. Give me Bernard Pollard. No, no, no. Don't let him do that. No. He's gone. Bye-bye, Mark Ingram. Wow. That happened. So now it's a little bit more difficult than before. Mark Ingram goes 66 yards to the house. Don't hear that very often. All right, Mariani. Nope. Oh, no. I really screwed up, didn't I? I was trying to pitch it to Washington, and that happened. That's the first time it's ever happened to me. Usually it goes right to the player. Well then. Hey, now is the time to do it though. It's just an exhibition game. Nice tackle, Jace. So now it's even more difficult. Pulled the Sin Cara, hashtag botched. Yes, that was indeed botched. Badly. Gonna have to use timeout soon. Here's a good question. Yeah, good thing it was not Rams franchise. I probably wouldn't have tried it in the Rams franchise. I do my stupid stuff in the other modes. Alright, I'm gonna ask you guys who you think is starting out of a couple sets of players. The first big one, Brian Hoyer or Johnny Manziel, who starts week 1? Hoyer, of course, coming off of the ACL, looked good for the most part last year in limited play. Not sure how many starts he actually had, but he was working that offense efficiently. But they did take Johnny Manziel in the first round. Who starts day 1? So far, it looks like it's actually in favor of Hoyer in the chat. Manziel takes over at week 5. Hey, I got that done. Alright. How about Teddy Bridgewater or Matt Castle? One thing I know for certain, if I'm already reading Zimmer's personality correctly, he will not hesitate to start Teddy Bridgewater. If he feels Teddy's the best, he will play Teddy. I don't see Zimmer as a very conservative guy. I think he trusts himself. But who will it be? Last year, the Vikings brought along their rookies very slowly. Cordero wasn't seeing major playing time until midway through the season. The previous year, Jarius Wright didn't really play until, like, what, 7-8 games in. He was a healthy scratch. Hey, okay. I guess we weren't going to try to hit the receiver, Jake. It's Kenny Vaccaro instead. I think I'm still seeing a lot of split opinions, maybe in favor of Castle. If I had to guess right now, I think there's a good chance Teddy starts week 1, but I don't think he will. I could see it happening, but I think Castle will start the season at quarterback. How about, well, they've basically all but said that, I think they have actually said that Henny's going to start, but anything can change in preseason. If Bortles lights it up and Henny throws noodle arm passes that get picked off, well, who knows what could happen. You think that it's going to be Chad Henne or Blake Bortles? Did Texans ever get a quarterback? Yes, they got Tom Savage, so I must ask the question. Tom Savage or Ryan Fitzpatrick or TJ Yates? Man, I have no idea what's going to go down in Houston. They're just going to have their defense score for them. They're going to have Watt and Clowney get after the quarterback and get some fumbles. They're going to score that way. You think there's a chance next year that Robinson or Griffin loses his job to Barr at defensive end? Right now I don't think so, because I know Robinson has been good for the last few years, and I think Griffin can play full-time at end and play in a lot. I think Barr is going to be a decent pass rusher. I'm not sure how good, because I question his strength, but his speed is definitely, it's definitely great. I'm hoping that Barr is so good at playing outside linebacker that you can't only play him on the line. That's my hope. Anyway, guys, thank you for coming to the stream today. I do appreciate you guys coming and talking draft with me today. As far as content goes this upcoming week, expect the Minnesota Dynasty to continue tomorrow against the Miami Hurricanes. We should have The Walking Dead tomorrow as well. That'll be on my Let's Play channel. I'll be doing Octodad this week and some more Backyard Baseball. We're getting close to the end of that series. I'll be streaming more on Twitch this week. I'm not sure what all games. Expect probably some baseball, maybe some Madden, maybe a couple surprises here and there. I have a lot of options, I guess, for Twitch streaming on the PS4. Maybe we'll bust out some Killzone or Assassin's Creed one day. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you for coming, and I will see you with some content, more content tomorrow. I'm going to record some Octodad probably today, and get the Let's Play channel content going as well. But thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it. Follow me here on Twitch if you have not already, and subscribe to me on YouTube if you have not done that yet. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.